Prince Philip, the former naval officer destined to play a sometimes stumbling but steadfast supporting role as the husband of Britain's Queen Elizabeth II, died April 9. He was 99. The death at Windsor Castle was announced by the royal family. He had recently been hospitalized while undergoing treatment for an infection and recovering after heart surgery. When Prince Philip hit the world stage after World War II as then Princess Elizabeth's dashing suitor, he was seen as a tall, blonde, athletic Viking who would breathe life into the fusty institution of the British monarchy. They were married in 1947, and with Elizabeth's coronation in 1953, the couple came to embody a way forward for a shrinking world power experiencing post-war privation and the dismantling of its global empire. The attractive young queen and her dashing husband were regarded as glittering celebrities in the post-war age. Prince Philip was born into the Greek royal family, and he traced his ancestry to the royalty of Denmark, Germany, Russia and Britain. He and Elizabeth were cousins, two great-great-grandchildren of Queen Victoria. As royal consort, Prince Philip had been at his wife's side, actually 2 paces behind in public, as required by protocol, since she became the queen upon her father's death in 1952. At her coronation at Westminster Abbey the next year, Prince Philip knelt before the sitting queen and pledged to be her liegeman, or faithful servant, for life. This he was, in joint appearances with the queen and, more often, in a continual round of his own official duties until retiring from public life in 2017. He was an active outdoorsman, hunter, equestrian, aviator and sailor, and he championed causes and institutions close to his heart, including a public service and fitness program for youth, global wildlife conservation, and various sporting organizations. After a long career in the public eye, Prince Philip was respected but not wildly popular among Britons, who came to rely on him to put his foot in his mouth on occasion. This image was nourished by the British press he came to loathe. To the Paraguayan despot Alfredo Stroessner in 1963, "It's a pleasure to be in a country that isn't ruled by its people." While touring China in 1986, he described parts of Beijing as ghastly, and joked with a British student that he would end up slitty-eyed if he stayed too long. He later said he had been misquoted and had actually said, slit-eyed. Over the years, his unfiltered remarks and attempts at humor became legendary for their bad taste. "I thought it was against the law these days for a woman to solicit," he once said to a female solicitor in a reception line. To a blind woman with a guide dog, he remarked, "Do you know they have eating dogs for the anorexic now?" During a visit to Scotland in 1995, he asked a driving instructor, "How do you keep the natives off the booze long enough to pass the test?" Age did not make him more decorous.